Hello students, good morning. We are continuing at chapter 7 of class 11, that is structural organization in animals. In our last class we have completed the morphology of cockroach, which is common organ system level of organization, and in that class we are able to know about the different structures and different parts of cockroach, whose biological name is Periplaneta americana. Clear? Today we will study about its anatomy. Anatomy means internal structure. In anatomy, we will study its digestive system, its respiratory system, its nervous system, its excretory system and circulatory system. Clear students? So, first we will start our topic, that is digestive system in cockroach. Digestive system in cockroach. Clear? So, let's start. Cockroach is a nocturnal omnivorous animal, means it moves at night, and omnivorous means which eats on both type of foods, means both vegetarian as well as non-vegetarian. Clear? So let's see what are its different parts of digestive system. As we know, digestive system, it starts from mouth and ends at anus, and here the cockroach shows complete digestive system. Here the digestive system is complete. You know what is complete digestive system? Complete digestive system means both there are two pores, or mouth is used for taking food and anus is used for releasing the waste material. Means when there are two different holes are present for taking and releasing of food and waste respectively, that is called complete. Clear? So cockroach, as it shows organ system level of organization, so it has a complete digestive system, and that digestive system is consist of alimentary canal, and the alimentary canal is consist of mouth, salivary gland, esophagus, crop, gizzard, hepatic ceca, midgut, rectum, anus. These are the parts. If we only saw its alimentary canal, then it is consist of mouth, then pharynx, then esophagus, then next move to crop, then your here next midgut, here is the foregut, this is midgut and this is hindgut. This part is rectum and this part is anus. Clear? So let's understand how cockroach takes its food and what type of enzymes are secreted from its body for digestion of different type of food. Where does the food stored, how many times it's stored in the stomach, or as it has complete digestive system, so how much time it takes for digesting any food. Okay students, so as we know, here you can see after mouth is for taking food. When food enters into mouth, after entering into mouth, it moves to the pharynx. Clear? Next, in the mouth, salivary gland is present. Here you can see two pair of salivary gland, 1, 2, 1, 2. Here one pair and here one pair. These are salivary glands. Two pair of salivary glands are present. It secretes the enzyme salivary amylase, like in case of human beings as secreted. So after mixing with salivary amylase, then the food moves through the esophagus. Here you can see the diagram. This is esophagus. And the food next goes to the crop. Here the function of crop is to store food. Store food. Here the food is stored. Like in case of human beings, we have a stomach to store food. But here in case of cockroach, there is a crop which stores food. Clear students? Next, after crop, here gizzard is present. Gizzard works as here for grinding, or you can say crushing the food. So here grinding of food occurs, and after grinding of food, the food moves towards the midgut region. Midgut, you can see this part is midgut region, and when it enters into midgut region, hepatic ceca, means it is made up of hepatic cells. From hepatic ceca, some enzymes are secreted. You know hepatic means liver, so hepatic ceca secretes some digestive enzymes, and it is a ring in structure. it is up to 6 to 8 rings make hepatic cica and the secret digestive juice. The secret digestive juice, and that juice mixes with the food, then the food moves towards the again next chamber here comes, that is called Malpighian tubules. Malpighian tubules means these are the parts who helps in removing the nitrogenous waste. As we know, the cockroach is an uricotelic animal. Uricotelic means those organisms which release their waste in the form of uric acid. Clear? As we know, it has a well developed excretory system. So here the first excretion occurs through the Malpighian tubules. We can say that they are act like kidney, like in case of human beings, as kidney filters the blood. Here exactly Malpighian tubules help in removing what? Removing the nitrogenous waste, or we can say as your uric acid. Clear, students? And the Malpighian tubules are 100 to 150 in number. They are 100 to 150 in number. Clear, students? So Malpighian tubules help in excretion. Clear? Next, the food moves towards the hindgut. This part, hindgut. Hindgut is consist of rectum and anus here in the diagram, which is represents. But actually, hindgut is consist of rectum, colon, ileum, cecum, etc. Means they are the segments of, like in our large intestine there are different segments. So here the hindgut has also different segments. We can say as colon, cecum and rectum. So the next, after digestion, here digestion occurs by the help of secretion of hepatic juice. Means like in case of human beings it is represented as liver, but it is here called as hepatic cica. Then the food moves towards the midgut. After midgut it moves towards the Malpighian tubules, means the next hindgut. Here Malpighian tubules are present and their main function is to remove nitrogenous waste or uric acid from the body. Means it helps in maintaining osmoregulation. Clear? Next moves towards the cecum and then colon and then rectum. Rectum, as we know, rectum is the area where undigested food is stored. Means fecal material is stored, and the fecal material is released through the pore, that is called anus. Clear, students? This is your this is your digestive system in cockroach. I am repeating you again. This is represent the digestive system. The digestive system starts from mouth and ends at anus. Here different parts are present which help in the digestion. Like a pair of salivary gland is present which secrete salivary juices for digestion of food, as cockroach is omnivorous. Next, esophagus, then the food moves towards the esophagus, then to crop. Crop is the area where food is stored. Next, the food moves towards the midgut region, and in midgut region gizzard is present which, whose function is meant to grinding the food. After grinding, gradual grinding of food, then it moves towards the next chamber of the midgut, and there 6 to 8 rings of structure present, that is called hepatic cica and the secret hepatic juice. Here I have told you that hepatic cica is acts like liver in case of human beings. Next, after mixing with the hepatic juice, the food moves towards the midgut, and after midgut, reaching after midgut, it next come towards the hindgut region where Malpighian tubules are present. As I have told you, Malpighian tubules help in excretion and maintains osmoregulation in the body. Next, it moves towards the hindgut region where rectum and anus is present. In rectum, the undigested food is stored, and through anus it is released. Clear, students? So this is about the digestive system in cockroach. Next, after digestive system, we can see here the circulatory system. As we know, arthropods show open circulatory system. So here, as cockroach is an arthropod, so it also shows open circulatory system in which it has no blood vessels. So the blood is pumped by the heart, means the heart is many chambered, up to 13 to 14 chambered heart, and they pump the blood. And here the sinuses are present. Here the sinuses are present. Here the sinuses are present which receives oxygen through spiracles and reaches to the heart, due to which when heart pumps the blood, then all the body parts get the blood. And the blood of cockroach is called hemocoel. Why this is called hemocoel or hemolymph? As it is colorless. Clear? It is not called hemoglobin, it is called hemocoel or hemolymph, as it contains no color. Means the blood of cockroach is colorless. Clear, students? Next is respiratory system. You can take the screenshot, students, and write. Next is respiratory system. Its respiration mainly occurs through trachea. Respiration occurs through trachea. And these tracheas are connected to many spiracles. Spiracles are, you can see, laterally present structure. Like this. Spiracles are present laterally. They are spiral in shape like this. If you catch a cockroach and see its spiracles, then they are look like this. And through spiracle, air is enters or oxygen is enters into the body of cockroach. Then they are transported to many vessels which constitute trachea. And here we can say that trachea is the main respiratory organ in cockroach. Clear, students? And the trachea is also divided into tracheoles and other smaller vessels or other smaller tubules to carry oxygen to different parts of the body. And spiracles, as I have told you, that spiracles are spiral shaped structure through which the gaseous exchange occurs. Next is, after respiratory system, next is excretion. As I have told you, like human beings, as human beings are invertebrates, so they have a well organized structure for excretion, but here in case of cockroach, it is not well organized as it is invertebrate, so its excretion takes place through the Malpighian tubules and other different parts that present inside the body of the cockroach. We can say that the excretory organs present in the junction of midgut and hindgut, and they pass uric acid. As I have told you, they release uric acid as their waste product. That's why they are also called uricotelic animals. Uricotelic means those who release uric acid as their excretory product. Clear, students? Next, which type of substances is released? One is your uric acid and another is your nitrogenous waste also. Means nephrocytes, fat bodies also helps in excretion. Nephrocytes which form nephron, which is present in our body. So here nephrocytes, fat bodies also helps in excretion. Remember, student, while you are studying about digestion, circulation, respiration, excretion, you consider yourself in the mind, which you have already studied in class 10. Then you can easily understand there is so much difference between them. So, like in case of human beings, kidney is the main excretory organ, but instead of kidney, I have told you some amount of nitrogenous waste is released through our mouth. We are sweating, we are releasing mucus through our nose, earwax, etc. They are also excretory products. So, in case of cockroach, instead of except urea or uric acid, they have to release some more substances like nitrogenous waste also. That's why they have some more organs for excretion. They may be nephrocytes, means it's made up of nephrons, tiny nephrons. We can't say that they are actually nephrons. They are nephrocyte cells. Then fat bodies, they also help in the excretion. Clear, students? Next is your nervous system. Next topic is nervous system. There is a head is present on the anterior part of the cockroach. We will study about nervous system. Next topic is nervous system. Nervous system means which connects when all the nerves are connected to different body parts and which gives a response. As we know, if we cut the head region of cockroach, then it can able to live up to 1 week. How this is possible? Because its nerves are arranged in such a way that they are not quickly died. Means their nervous system works up to 1 week. That's why they are not die so easily. So what is nervous system consist of? Nervous system is consist of segmentally arranged ganglia. Ganglion cells, you know that in arthropods, ganglia represents brain. So here inside the head there is a brain is present, which is consist of ganglia or ganglion cells. Okay students, so how this is connected? Here we can't say as brain. Remember, in case of cockroach we can say that it is supraesophageal ganglion or ganglia. So brain is represented by supraesophageal ganglia or ganglion. Clear students? 3 ganglia in the thorax. As we know that its body is divisible into 3 parts: head, thorax and abdomen. 3 ganglia present in thorax. Clear? How many ganglia? 3 ganglia in thorax, 1 in prothorax, 1 in mesothorax. Then you can count how many ganglia are present up till now. This is 3 plus 1 plus 1 and 6 in the abdomen. 6 ganglia in the abdomen. Then we can count here 3 plus 1 plus 1 plus 6 means 10 ganglia. Ganglia is the plural. 10 ganglia are present, which is acts as neuron. Like in case of vertebrates, neuron acts as the carrier of messenger to brain and different parts of the body. Exactly in case of cockroach, as it is arthropod and it has not so much developed brain, but still its nervous system is represented by ganglia and supraesophageal ganglia, which we can say as brain. So there are 3 ganglia in the thorax region, then 1 in the prothorax, then 1 in the mesothorax and 6 in the abdomen. So this is the nervous system. Next topic is our sensory organ. Sensory organ. You well known about the sensory organs. Sensory organs of cockroach are first the compound eye. Compound eye, as I have told you, it has 2000 omatids, or we can say as omatida. They give the cockroach a mosaic vision. Mosaic vision means the cockroach can see through less resolution multiple images of the object. Means its eye is so much sensitive, and that's why it is called compound eye, and it has 2000 omatida. Omatida means like your retinal cells. Here omatida also represent this, and they give the cockroach a mosaic vision. Mosaic vision means multiple image of the object. It can able to see multiple image of the object. That's why it can move in 360-degree manner, and we can easily catch a cockroach due to its compound eye. Next is its antenna, filiform antenna. Filiform antenna means antenna is also receives signals whether the enemy is coming from which side, and then it gives its body or gives itself or keeps away itself from that area. So here another sensory organ we can say as filiform antenna. Next is anal cerci. Anal cerci, which is present in the back of, you can see the structure like this in the back of the cockroach. This is anal cerci. This also acts as sensory organs. So in cockroach, different sensory organs are present which help in receiving the messages from the area from where the enemy is coming. Instead of this, maxillary pulp and mandibular pulp also helps in sensory organs. Maxillary and mandibular pulp helps as sensory organ or detecting the sense. So students, this is all about your anatomy of cockroach. In the next class, we will study about reproduction in cockroach.